Let Andrew take it. Thanks.
Okay, you bet.
Good to see you again.
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
Good, how you, bud?
You got a pretty stocked backfield there with those guys.
I assure you that one injury, we'll all be crying. We have, four guys that, five really, that are practicing their behinds off and truly trying to position themselves to give to this team. But one injury changes that perspective.
Seems like there's more depth there now. There's been that position here for a couple of years. You've been some places where there were some pretty deep backfields. How do you compare this as far as potential, what you've had at some of your other stops?
Well, potential means that you hadn't done anything.
Exactly.
So, but the way I see it and the way I communicate it to them is that one, they dictate who plays, not me, and two, every day is an interview. And so you need to come out here and put your best foot forward every single day and find a way to get better and improve. And I think those guys have met that challenge.
Is it a good thing that there's not a great deal of separation right now? Because they're pushing each other, and also it means that you guys have a lot of variety when you go into a game, a lot of options?
Well, competition is always good, but that's what I think you want in every single unit on this football team, not just running backs. You want guys to compete and push each other. But the thing that I probably enjoy more than anything is that there's a tremendous amount of chemistry within that group. I think they care about each other, they push each other, but they also love each other.
Romar is the more veteran guy. What's he shown you so far in camp that you really like?
He's had a very strong camp. He really has. He's came out. He's been very focused. He's been very consistent, and so I've liked the way that he has approached his fall camp.
How about Elijah? It's his first fall camp.
Yeah, he's pushing as well. He's young. He's been bruised a little bit, banged, bruised a little bit, but he's starting to come into his own, and I like that. But he's a guy that demands a lot of himself. So he's been focused from the standpoint of positioning himself to show us that he can definitely contribute to this team.
A lot of expectations from the fan base for him because of his high school rating and all that kind of stuff. They focus a lot on that. When he comes in, when a guy like that comes in here and he sees that experience above him, I would imagine that's pretty humbling in and of itself.
Well, the great thing about college is regardless of who you were coming out of high school, the stars, all those things go in the bucket. The ratings, they go in the bucket. You got to prove yourself all over again because, you have some guys that were highly recruited as well that are in this program that's not going to sit back and take a back seat to you, and so he understands that. But like I said earlier, the best thing is that there's a tremendous amount of chemistry and love in that room for each other, and they have embraced him since day one, and it's been a good transition for him. It really has been.
Cool. Thank you.